What is speed? Speed is the distance an object travels per unit of time. As you can see, we need a way to measure distance, as this router does, and to measure time, which we have a stopwatch right there. For this demonstration, I will use the centimeters, one of the International System of Units based on multiples of 10. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter, and 1,000 millimeters, which are these little tiny lines, in 1 meter. What is motion? Well, motion is a state in which one object's distance from another is changing. This car is in motion. This would be its reference point. What is a reference point, you may ask? A reference point is a place or object used for comparison to determine if an object is in motion. So you can see that the object is motion and is getting farther and farther away from its reference point. So, how do you figure out the speed of an object? Well, it's very easy. Just divide the distance traveled by the time it took to travel that distance. Now, we're going to travel that car all the way to 30 centimeters. Start the clock. In this example, our car traveled 30 centimeters in 6.71 seconds. How do we calculate it? Well, we divide 30 divided by 6.71, and we get that the car was traveling 4.47 centimeters per second. What is the difference between average speed and instantaneous speed? Well, instantaneous speed is how fast a car or object is traveling in a certain instant. Now, if I was doing average speed, it would be how fast it's going during the whole amount of time it was traveling. Why does average speed matter? Well, in a race, a car could be going very fast for an instant, but then its average speed might be very slow, so the other car would most likely win. How do you calculate average speed? Well, it's kinda simple. It's all just like the speed. Well, what you do, instead of doing just the distance divided by the time, you do the total distance divided by the total time. So, you might be wondering, what is velocity? Well, velocity is a speed in a given direction. So who needs velocity in their daily life, and why does it matter? Well, air traffic controllers need it all the time. Let's say this is a plane and this is a plane. Well, if I knew that this plane was going 4.47 centimeters per second towards the south, and I know that this plane is going 4.47 centimeters per second towards the north, then I know they're going to collide. Well, if I only knew speed, it would probably not work out so good. If I knew velocity, I could probably make them turn around and go past each other. So, let's talk about rate. A rate tells you the amount of something that occurs or changes in 1 unit of time. Speed is a great example, or a type of rate. You can graph the distance traveled in time to figure out speed. The steeper the slope of the line, the faster the speed is. Well, how do you calculate slope? To find the slope, you divide the rise, which is the vertical distance between the 2 points, by the run, which is the horizontal difference between those 2 points. Now, as you can see in this picture, see this is starting to get faster, so that's the rise. Now it's stopped and it's kind of stationary because it's not going faster, it's not going slower. Now it's accelerating, going faster, then it's decelerating. So it's going to go back to stop.